All right, Chicago Bulls made another signing today, bringing in forward from the Phoenix Suns, Torrey Craig. Well, we're gonna talk about it for a couple minutes and get everything popping for you. I think I like the signing. Tell me what you think. But we're gonna stay right here when we do another episode of LiveWire Sports and Entertainment. Let's go.
Hey, so amazing. You see how they playing? Live wire, it's all about sports and entertainment. You don't want to miss it, so official like you never seen. Keep it going till the whistle blowing from the referee. Everything from highlights and stats. You know that we gotta run it back, whether on the field or the court. You know that this is where it's at. Subscribe, no delaying. This is Live Wire, sports and entertainment. Let's go.
All right. Chicago Bulls brought in Torrey Craig, which I was highly liked. I highly was liking this signing because the fact that he was one of the guys that I wanted. Now there was talks about Phoenix trying to bring him in, but again, bring him back, not bring him in. But at the moment that I was watching who the Bulls could sign, because there were so many different names out there. I was high on Steph Curry, but I knew it was going to take a lot because we don't have a lot of money to spend and all of that good stuff. Williams over there in Boston, I like him too, but it would have to probably be a sign and trade, and we probably have to give up somebody. Now, we still could do that because from what I have read earlier, you could use an IO in that trade. You could use a young draft person in that trade. Who knows? But again, the Chicago Bulls had to go out and replace certain guys. We replaced Patrick Beverley, replaced Derrick Jones Jr. with Javon Carter taking the role of Patrick Beverley, which he is a better shooter than Patrick Beverley. He plays a little bit. His defense is a little bit better to me. Derrick Jones Jr., which I love the high flying of him. I was a huge Derrick Jones Jr. fan. Hate to see him go, but we needed an upgrade from him. Torrey Craig fills that position because Torrey Craig can shoot. He plays defense. He could play small forward. He could play power forward, which something that the Bulls could do. Now, the key to this is how Billy Donovan is going to use these guys, how the rotation is going to be. Because the fact of the matter is, you saw when we had Drummond and Patrick Beverley on the floor, how well the defense was when we went on a good winning stretch, winning like 14 games on the second half of the season after All-Star break. But this also reminds me when we had Lonzo, when we first got Lonzo in, and we had him and Alex Caruso when it was leading in defensive statistical categories and steals. Now, with Alex Caruso, Javon Carter, and Torrey Craig on the floor, along with a DeMar or Zach or Vooch or Drummond, whoever, now you have that defensive presence where you could slow guys down. And that's something that we had trouble with because when we play guys like Philly, we couldn't slow down the three-point game. Now we got a guy like Torrey Craig that could go out there and slow that three-point field down. We got a guy like Javon Carter that could get up into your point guard and slow him down and make them get the ball out their hand. Now, I do believe the Bulls do need to make another move. Depends on how they go forward. Now, this signing is probably the mid-level section with an option on the second year. But Torrey Craig is your 3 and D guy. He is your 3 and D guy. He appeared in 79 games this season with the Phoenix Suns. 60 of them he played a career high of 24 minutes in that contest. He is averaging 7.4 rebounds. 7.4 points, 5.4 rebounds, and 1.5 assists a game. Now, he's shooting from the field is great. He almost shooting 50% from the field, is at 45.6. But the key thing of this all is his three-point shooting. His three-point shooting is almost at 40%. He's shooting 39.5 from the field, from 3 points. And then on 3.2 three-point attempts a game. The main thing will hurt the Bulls so much is not so much that you could get points out of Vooch, DeMar, or Zach, is you don't have consistent three-point shooting for the arm. That's the main thing about it. You don't have consistent three-point shooting, and you can't rely on Kobe White to do that. if you look at Ayo, he's not great. He fell off the first year. His second year hasn't been great. And he missed a lot of shots last year. He didn't play the same. And I think because he was thrust in the starting lineup last year, when Lonzo went down, and he kind of did all of that. But at the same time, Patrick Williams, he still struggles at times. He hits threes here and there, but you don't have nobody else. If Vooch is not hitting his threes, who you got? Now, Zach, he could go inside, outside. So you need somebody that you could count on to hit threes at a clip. I did like Nang, but he did went to somebody else. But Torrey Craig is going to give you that. He's going to give you that presence that you need from three-point land and make it honest. Like I said, I do believe that the Chicago Bulls do need to make another signing for another three-point guy. The more shooting you have, the better it be. Now, we don't know if the Bulls going to make a trade or anything like that, because the fact of the matter is, if they do, depends on who we going to do. Who we going to use. I don't think Zach is going to get traded. There's too many people out there asking for Zach to get traded, and Zach is not going to get traded at all. That's not about to happen. If anybody get traded, it probably be DeMar. But AK is going to run this back, and they're going to provide these guys with shooters where you don't get bogged down a little bit, especially when you got DeMar. You got when he's in the game and everybody just standing around. We don't need that. You got to make DeMar more of, if you ain't got the shot, pass the ball out. That's what I'm talking about. Zach comes in, the game moves a little bit fluidly. You could have him, Kobe, Javon, or whoever in there, pass it, get these shots, get rebounds. I'm glad you got Drummond back, but we still need, to be honest with you, I say we need another center. We need another forward, somebody that can still shoot threes and play defense. I think we got enough point guards to get by, but I still think we need two more players. If you're gonna bring Ayo back, then that's fine. But if you're not, and you're gonna trade him out, then do something with him. But I still think like Mo Bamba's still out there, Christian Wood's still out there. That's another backup center position. Tough defense, block shots under the rim. We need all of that presence. We need another forward that could play defense and three-point shooting. So me personally, I think all of this will go well for the Chicago Bulls. But you tell me what you think. Hit that like, comment, subscribe. Tell me how you feel about this Torrey Craig. Me personally, I like it. Now just waiting to see what Chicago do further on. But until then, LiveWire out, baby.